Hi, and welcome back to Asian Voices. Today we focus our cameras on one of our own Asian Voices producers to learn about his inspiring global philanthropic endeavors. Host Melissa De Leon gets a one-on-one interview with Dennis Michael Broussard to talk about his passion for humanitarian projects, such as providing portable water filters to remote villages in Africa and delivering school supplies to children living in the earthquake-ravaged areas of Nepal. We at Asian Voices are proud to share some of his inspiring journeys with you.
I'm with Sonam. We're in Labu in Nepal, and it's cold. So we're headed to a school now in the lower district, and then we'll be distributing more school equipment, hopefully to places that need it. So we just arrived at the other school, and we are unloading some of the equipment off of the truck with some of the students. This is the classroom, and here are the students lining up, getting ready for the picture. A bunch of beautiful, intelligent students here in eastern Nepal.
Hi everyone, I'm Melissa, and today I'm here in our studio with Dennis Michael Broussard. It's so great to see you. Thank you for being here. How are you?
I'm great. It's great to be here.
I want to get right into it. I know that you just got back from a trip to Nepal, right?
Yes.
Tell us what you were doing there.
I went to Nepal on my kind of semi-annual international humanitarian trip. I was there distributing teaching supplies and school equipment to poor schools in the eastern part of the country. So I decided I was going to go to Nepal about 1 year after the anniversary of the huge earthquake that devastated Kathmandu and surrounding areas. So I got in touch with a local organization over there that also had a US branch, and I contacted them telling them, I'm coming to Nepal, do you guys need anything? And after a brief correspondence, we decided that based on the limited time that I was going to be there, that helping out with the schools, providing equipment, teaching supplies to schools that really need it would be kind of the best short-term solution that I would be able to do while over there.
What types of supplies?
So I heard this story from a man over there, one of the guys who was helping me get around in the eastern part of Nepal. He was telling me that the way that some of the children learn were by this, they have this flat ground and outline it with pebbles and then use rocks to make the shapes of letters and numbers to teach kids that way. So just something as basic as a whiteboard with dry erase markers would improve the quality of teaching, would improve how the kids receive information and learn it. Like my whole hope was that the increased educational gifts, the supplies, would inspire a kid to be a teacher, a doctor, or a scientist, or a discoverer, or something.
And what was the reception like from the community when you were there delivering these supplies?
Some of the kids were a little bit excited, but most of them were confused about who I was or what I was even doing there. But the school administrators, the headmasters, were so happy and ecstatic that we were even bringing something as simple as school equipment, whiteboards over there. In fact, they had this kind of makeshift ceremony welcoming me and thanking me, and my entourage, the guys who brought me up there, with these ribbons they put around our necks just to show their appreciation. It was a very simple gesture, but it was significant and meaningful to me.
I understand there was a trip to Western Africa also. Tell me about that.
So a couple of years ago, I did go to Senegal in Western Africa to distribute water filters to the rural areas in central Senegal and to the slums area right outside of Dakar, the capital of Senegal. So I went there. I was there for about 3 weeks distributing water filters with the help of local churches and NGOs over there, nonprofits, NGOs, and throughout Senegal.
Again, something we take for granted here every day, access to clean water. And so I'm interested how you became involved in that particular cause, how that brought you to Western Africa.
So there's a few things as to what inspired that trip. The year before, I had met this gentleman in San Diego who distributes water filters to developing and third world nations. And I was very inspired by the work that he did, and I wanted to do something similar. I traveled quite a bit, and it got to the point where I needed to do something else with my travels. It had to do something that contributed, that helped people, something a little bit more meaningful than going someplace and taking a picture. So I decided for that big trip, I would distribute water filters. I've been very blessed, and I've been very fortunate to be able to travel, to be able to accomplish the things that I do regionally, locally, and I wanted to extend that internationally. I do a lot of community service and volunteerism here at home, but it just becomes so much more meaningful and adventurous and fulfilling when I can do it abroad, when I can work with causes that I believe in, or when I'm in communities that people may not have heard of, because everyone needs help everywhere. And I would just want to find the people who may not be on the radar for anyone else.
And for someone who doesn't maybe have the means to go overseas, how can they seize other opportunities to give back and to be really present and engaged in their local communities?
I think the first thing would be to find out what someone is passionate about, what causes there are that they care about, contact organizations that already do something, find out how to get involved, or start their own thing. Go to the homeless shelter, or go find a nonprofit that does something that relates to a cause they care about. And there's no act that's too small. There's no charity or kindness that's insignificant. So anything anyone does to help someone else, they can do.
Thank you so much for being here with us in our studio today. It was really inspirational hearing your story and your journey, and we look forward to what's next.
Well, thanks for having me. It was great being here.
I'm very inspired by Dennis Michael's story. I'm sure you are too. This is Melissa with Asian Voices. Thanks for watching us today. We'll see you next time.